Hey guys, different style video here for you today. Usually we're creating tutorial videos teaching you a new topic. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through a couple of the problems that you have for homework. I'll just do the first and second one. But what's new for you is you have to draw a picture. And since we're not there in the classroom to help you draw these pictures, we think maybe this is the next best thing. So I'll guide you through drawing the pictures in number 1 and 2, and then leave the rest for you to do for homework. Okay? All right, let's get started then. Now, I'm in a program called Kami. Kami allows me to just write directly right into a PDF file. So that's what you see me working on here. Okay, I'm going to choose a ink color here. I think maybe the best thing for us might be blue. That should show up pretty well. And let's read number 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the whole thing. It says in circle O, there are chords A, B, and C, D that intersect at E. Okay, so I have a circle whose center is O, and there are chords. So you do have to know what chords are. Remember that chords are just lines that are drawn from one edge of the circle to the other on the inside. So A, B. And I'm just drawing this completely randomly. I mean, it really doesn't matter if it's not drawn to scale, as long as I can see what I'm supposed to see. And let's call this chord CD. And it says they intersect at E. I knew they didn't intersect in the center at O because it didn't say that. So that's why I didn't draw one that was a diameter or anything like that. Okay. Now, again, I don't really care if this is to scale, as long as I can see the relationship I'm supposed to see. So AE, according to this, is 6. So I'm going to put 6 here. BE is 13. CE is 12. And it wants to know what is CD. So CD is actually that whole thing. Now, in order for me to get the whole thing CD, I'm going to have to know what ED is. And then I can get the whole thing. So now, that looks a little bit more familiar to us. That probably looks like something that we saw when we watched the video with Mr. Licht. Now, again, I'll repeat it again for those that are nervous about it. Yes, it does not look like it's drawn to scale, but who cares? Okay. So we know that chord times chord, or piece times piece of the chord, is equal to the piece times piece of the other chord. So 6 times 13, I just take out my calculator. It gives me 78. 12 times x is 12x. Divide by 12, divide by 12. X is equal to, let's see, 78 divided by 12, 6.5. Now, keep in mind, we got to be smart about this. That's what this is. It did ask us what is CD. So we're really not done. CD is 12 plus 6.5. So CD is 18.5 units. All right. Well, there you have it. Now, what was I supposed to get out of that video? Well, you're supposed to get out that, number 1, you got to know what chords are, so you know how to draw them and what they look like. And then just realize that the exact nature of your picture and the scale of your picture is not as important as your labeling of it so that you can see the relationships. All right, we'll do one more together, and that is number 2 here. Okay, so secant ADC and tangent AB are drawn to circle O from external point A. I'm stopping right there. I don't really care about the measurements and stuff right yet. I just know that I have a circle. It's called O. And there's an external point out here called A. And there's a secant that's drawn to it. So this requires me to know what a secant is. Remember, a secant is similar to a chord, but extends to some external point. That's secant ADC. So I don't know, I can call this D and I can call this C. And then it says there's a tangent AB. So a tangent is a line that connects to the outside edge of a circle to an external point, and we'll call this B. And that's a pretty good looking picture. Now, whether or not it's to scale, again, I don't care. All right, AB. Now I'm going to label my values, my measurements. AB is 12. AD is 6. And it wants to know what is the whole entire thing AC. So what is this? Okay, so now I have to remember my rules here. And when it comes to secants, it's the outside piece times the whole is equal to the outside piece times the whole. In this case, we have a tangent, so the outside piece is also the whole. So we'll just go, all right, 6 times the whole piece is x is equal to 12 times the whole piece is 12. So maybe I'll just put 12 squared. Okay, we'll be fancy. All right, 12 squared is 144. 6 times x is 6x. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. I think we're going to end up with an answer of 24, but let me just double check. Yep, it looks like 144 divided by 6 is 24. X is equal to 24. And 24 is the whole length of AC. Now, if they wanted to be tricky and ask us what's CD, it would just be 24 minus 6, which is 18. But they didn't do that on this one. All right, there you have it. I'm going to let you guys do the rest of the ones on your own. Do the very best that you can. Refer back to this video if you have questions. And we'll be providing an answer key at some point to this anyway. All right, good luck.